So these filters can actually be used to just create more interesting photography or layouts for albums or advertisements for graphic designers or banner ads. I just want you to start thinking about how these can be used in a way that doesn't look like a typical Photoshoppy filter use. So I'm going to hit Command or Control J to duplicate my layer. I'm going to do it twice. The first one I'm going to name Graphic Pen. The second one I'm going to name Diffuse Glow. So I'm going to start at the top this time, Diffuse Glow. Going to go to Filter. Make sure the top diffuse glow is most selected with that light gray. Filter gallery. Command 0 to fit in screen. And this would be under the distort. And then click on diffuse glow. And look what it's doing. It's giving me a glow of black. Let me look at my foreground. That's what's going on. So that needs to be swapped, right? So I have to cancel out of that. Hit D for default, or click this little icon. Then go back, filter, filter gallery. Command 0. Remember, it has sticky settings. The last thing we applied was the stylized glowing edges. That's why it keeps going back there. I need to toggle open distort and hit diffuse glow. Resize this. And as you see, you can adjust your graininess, the glow amount, the clear amount, the more clear, the more see-through you're getting. So you kind of have to figure out, about where you want to go. This is to create that kind of dreamy looking image. Tends to be real popular in weddings and baby portraiture. So I'm just going to click OK here. It does look dreamy, but what did it do? Well, it blew out all the detail in the dress, right? And brides typically pay hundreds or thousands of dollars for dress, so they never want to just be a big white cutout. So what I'm going to do for this, since I have another good image underneath currently, if you didn't, you'd have to duplicate the background layer and pull it up above, but I do currently. So I'm just going to hit add layer mask, B for brush, and I'm painting with the black in the foreground on a white mask at 50%. And let's see how that looks. See, well, currently it looks pretty horrible, right? But that's okay. We're going to go with it for just a second. So I want that detail. I want the shadows, the wrinkles, the beads. I want that stuff. Doesn't have to be perfect. And that's good because it's not. Because, yeah, that's pretty horrible painting right there, right? But that's okay. It's going to get us there. So what I do need to duplicate my background layer, Command or Control J, pull it up. Because what I want to do is hit Command or Control L, the destructive one. Because I want to make it a little brighter down there. I'll get rid of those midtones. But I want to keep a little bit of this lace and these shadows. I'm going to click OK. Toggle off, toggle it on. I'm going to come and select this layer. And I'm going to say, well, first let's feather because my brushing was horrible. And let's lower the density of just the mask so you can make it totally disappear. I just want some of that I painted in. Just a little bit of a hint of the lace and the shadows while still maintaining that glowy look, but I don't want it to look flat and gray. Do you see how it looks flat and gray? So you basically got to drag until you believe it's correct. And then once you get it to about where you want it to go, what I'm going to do is hit Command Option Shift letter E. It's going to squish everything to the top, and then I can just go and delete that, rename the very top one now Diffuse Glow, and there we are. Now, if you want to further tweak it, which I'd suggest, I think it'd look better if it were tinted as well. Maybe a sepia tone, add a hue saturation adjustment layer, click colorize, drag this to brown, pull this down where it's very subtle, and maybe even make it brighter still, a little washed out in the blacks. See how that looks real nice and timeless and dreamy? I still see a little bit of the lace and the shadows in the dress. I'll hit Command or Control E to compress that. That one's done. That looks great. I'll turn it off. Graphic pen. Default color is black to white, which is perfect. Filter. Filter gallery. We know where graphic pen is because we've used it. Command or Control 0. Remember, it's sticky setting, so it's reapplying that diffuse glow. I don't want that. Instead, I want sketch and a graphic pen. Shift my light dark balance, make it a little lighter. Figure out the right balance for each particular image will need its own adjustments. I'm going to leave it there. Click OK. So now I have a graphic pen and I have a sepia tinted diffuse glow. You should have both of these. And this looks great. Just save it out. And as an aside, these are the kind of artsy images, if you're going to be a wedding photographer, that you can blow up, 2 feet by 3 feet and charge $2,000 for. So this little bit of creativity really enhances your overall sales for each client. Or if you're a graphic designer, this obviously allows you to control the look and feel of any output that you create based on any starting image that you start with. You can make it your own. I know you're watching these in order, and I know you already know how to do this, but again, After you've already saved the document, I'm going to click on that lock icon, converting the background to a layer 0 so I can delete it by hitting the delete key. Now I can just go up to File, down to Export, Layers to Files. Make sure you navigate to where you're dumping all of these projects by clicking on the Browse and going through your filing system. I'm going to leave the current file name because I'll change it later. Leave it at JPEG or select JPEG, quality of 12, click Run. That way this will be automatically saved and I don't have to resave and resave and resave. And open this image to colorize. Go up to Filter, NeuroFilters, and it's amazing how good the science is behind this artificial intelligence. It looks at thousands and thousands of images and figures it out. Just toggle on Colorize. It's already put a blue thing around it. Actually, look at that. It did a great job. It only gets you 90, 99% there, which it really did. Imagine having to go in and individually layer and colorize all of this. So I think the shirt shouldn't be this tan. I feel like the shirt would, even if it was tan, I feel like it should be more this blue. So I want to manually colorize it. So I'm going to click on the shirt and it's going to launch the color picker. And I'm going to say, let's make it kind of a blue everywhere I click. It's a little crazy blue for how dirty the shirt looks. So, but you see what I'm doing. I'm clicking on that side of the collar and actually got it all pretty good. I think that color is a little saturated. I think I'm going to click on the color and make it more faded. Click OK. I think that was good. It's only working on this particular most selected dot. So I need to select the next dot. Select this, pull it over, click OK. And then I need to select this dot. Select the color, come over here, choose OK. I feel like this might be a little too blue still. So I'm going to click right here, click this, just go a little bit more washed out. Still not quite wanting to do it, is it? So maybe go more gray. Just looked a little saturated right here, but there we go. Click OK. Save this out. Is that not amazing that Photoshop hand colorized this to this? And this is pretty much the tail end of this project. So now remember, you just need to go resize all your image files to no larger than 1920 pixels on the longest dimension. If you like at this point, you're welcome to make it just regular HD, which is 1280 pixels on the longest dimension. And it's okay to let the other side fall wherever it may. And that should be all you need. Get it everything resized and go upload it to the Adobe Express link. Take care. Hey, if you like this video, it helps. You can help me. Smack it, whack it, and crack-a-lack it. Take care. I like subscribers.
That's awesome. Whoa. Yes! Oh my god, I did. This is...
Hey, you stayed to the end. You know what that means? You're awesome. I'm talking about you. Now get out of here.